All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with Dignitas Select against Inka
from Quantum Gaming.
Yes, indeed. These two players are going to be faced off on NASL's Bel'Shir Beach. Starting off with a Terran vs Protoss, Yum in Matum.
Yum in Matum? Yeah, this is a good map. Actually, I'm feeling this map for both players in different ways.
Go on.
Okay, select Master of Drop and Harass, I would say, as a Terran player. But we have Inka, who is one of the most abusive drop players in the Protoss arsenal. He kind of reminds me of maybe White Raw. White Raw loves his drops, so does Inka.
Now, Inka used to be on your team, formerly was in EG. But I'm not sure. Do you still play with him? Do you still keep in contact with him?
Yeah, we still play a lot. I hit him at tournaments and stuff. Of course, I play Zerg now, so when I do play him, I don't really get to see his Protoss versus Terran current style. It's more of a Protoss versus Zerg.
But he still loves his drops.
He still loves his drops.
And, of course,
as abusive as ever with DTs and all that great stuff that Protoss has.
Drops are applicable in every single matchup, so I don't know why he wouldn't use them in this matchup as well. Sees that select, looks like he wants to wall off. Now the big thing, of course, is going to be these open naturals. It allows for 2 racks pressure, things like that, so Inka definitely has to be careful for something like that.
That's true.
Also, 1-1-1 is applicable as well. But I would say the big thing is that there is a very, very huge amount of distance you have to traverse if you want to get to your opponent's base. Therefore, it's kind of difficult to do early game pressure. So it's this weird thing where you can proxy, but at the same time, you know, if you don't proxy, you're probably not going to see any sort of fast expansion busts coming out from that player.
Yeah, I agree. We do see that the probe is actually now stuck in the Terran's base. Select's actually using two SCVs to try to kill this.
Weird.
Like, he really wants to hide something. And I don't know if it's just a mental mind game kind of he's playing with his opponent, or if he actually does want to hide something. But Inka's doing a pretty good job of actually controlling this. The shields are being regenerated on that probe. Standard gateway timing and assimilator from the Protoss player Inka. So yeah, this is looking kind of interesting.
Now I like this play coming out from Inka. A lot of times people wouldn't do a pylon scout because they're like, oh, you're committing a probe so early. And what is this probe really doing? It's not doing much in here, but it's because you can wall off so easily. Select has gone ahead and just used a supply depot and a barracks that, you know what, you wouldn't be able to get in here and see exactly what's going on. We do see Select coming down here. He is saving up a lot of gas, and will there be another assimilator? That's going to be the big question.
Yeah, we do have Inka and controlling this probe, and this probe and Marine is kind of doing a dance at the moment, and Select really doesn't want to show him this reactor that's going down on his racks, but Select's controlling this Marine really well, and this probe probably is not going to scout it yet. There it does go down, so he does not see it, and there is a second racks on the way from Select, kind of hidden on this little high ground plateau.
Yeah. Now, this is kind of interesting build coming out of Select. A lot of times we don't see this just because, again, the rush distances are so far, but it could be the fact that he's saying, okay, you know the rush distances are so far, so I'm going to play towards that. Now, Inka has cut a little bit. We do see him just getting out of his first Stalker. That's going to be his first unit. Normally, we see players getting out that first Zealot. Not going to happen here. I think that's just a catch-up because he utilized that first probe in that beginning stage, so he doesn't have as many minerals.
Yeah, we actually see the Zealot coming out now. And as funny as this is, we actually see a proxy Stargate coming down from Inka. And this is a... I don't know. What do you think of this?
This could be a hit or miss right now. It all depends on how many Marines are going to be made. Along with that, how many sentries as well, because sentries and Void Rays are a great mixture. Just getting both of those, getting that Guardian Shield up, you can defend against that that Void Ray very, very easily. So I would love to see some sort of huge all-in play coming out from Inka, and we do see something like that. 3 gateways being popped up, and we're going to see these two builds clash, and I feel like Inka might actually come out on top.
Yeah, what I actually want to say about this is a lot of times we see cheese builds come out in game number 2, maybe, by the winner, or game 3. Usually you don't see them game 1.
No.
And we see Inka actually doing a little mind games, throwing it out game 1, and we have 3 gateways up. We have warp gates already completed. The gateways are finally being turned into warp gates, which is the superior gateway.
By far. Yeah, by far. Oh, man. Is that an understatement?
Yeah.
But we do see that the Void Ray is being chrono boosted out right now, and these units are coming up into Inka's base. When is Inka going to see it? He has this probe here, and now finally the Marines and the Marauders are going to reveal themselves. 2 SCVs are going to join up with us, and who's going to win this battle? That's going to be really tough. Very intelligent, putting the Stalkers on the high ground. What a great move, and now, there's the force field that's going to segment a couple of the army. Look at that play. Amazing play coming out of Inka, making sure that he can defend against this, and now trying to focus down. Look at that, he focuses the Marauder. Great control coming out of Inka.
Yeah, Inka's playing phenomenal right now, even throwing down another force field. And these force fields, you might say, well, it's not blocking everything, but it's blocking half the army.
Exactly.
And
now
that's
more units
exactly what you want.
being rallied over here, but this is getting a little bit scarier. He needs a lot more Zealots in here. Zealots are great at tanking the damage while the Stalkers go ahead and deal all the damage. Then now again taking out that Marauder. But remember, when all this is happening, there are Void Rays being built up. 2 Void Rays already, a 3rd one on the way. This is scary, scary news coming out from Select pretty soon.
Yeah, and this is just such good control by Inka. I cannot stress this enough, how well he actually handled this. You know, Select actually did a really good build for what Inka did, but he actually controlled it and made it work. Used the terrain of the map to help him in every scenario. And here we have the Void Rays and Warp In actually coming in. Really smart play coming in here from Inka.
And Inka's going to start charging up on that one command center. It takes quite a long time to charge up. Those Warp-Ins are going to help so much. Now finally starting to repair that. These Void Rays that were fully charged, and the Marines do not want to engage. Now attacking the from Stim is nowhere near complete. What is Select going to do? He needs something like a bunker or something down, but no, GG, and Inka is going to take match number 1. Inka looked so good that match. I think he caught everybody by surprise in this one against a player like Select. Now, it was a little bit cheesy, but the fact is, Selected really, really strong player, delayed 3-gate, and he was still able to hold it off.
Well, the thing is, he read his opponent. He was like, okay, I'm going to do a build that counters his build, you know, and that's exactly what he did. But he also controlled it so amazing. When he moved the Stalkers on the high ground and then force-filled the bottom so that when it cut off half the Marines, and then the rest of the Marauders and stuff had to run into the fire of the Stalkers, which dealt bonus damage. He kept pulling back the weak units. It was just overall great play from Inka.
Holding off that early game pressure was clutch, not even having to use a single probe, and then building up those Void Rays, of course. No Stim was anywhere near there. Well, the Stim wasn't even, near finishing.
Yeah, completion. Right. Well, the thing is, they were trading armies, but Inka was only really using half his army.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He was investing so much onto these Void Rays that he was only investing like bare minimum on and holding it off and trading.
And
so
I also want to say that the Void Rays the whole time were being chrono boosted. How much composure do you have? Inka, you are playing amazing. That was a great showcase of his skill. I can't wait to see what we have for game number 2. So let's go ahead and head into there. It is going to be the Shattered Temple. Great map. Let's go ahead. More action coming your way after this